Are you and Ian planning on getting married? I talked about that. How does Ian feel about having a daughter, and has it changed him in any way, or your relationship in general? Ian adores Arya. He loves Arya. I think he loves having a daughter. I can totally tell that Arya is probably going to be a daddy's girl. So, yeah, I think he loves it. He adores Arya. What tattoos do you have, and how many? I have 2 tattoos at the moment. I have the star one on my wrist, and I have one on my hip that says Eternal Love, and Ian has the same one on his left shoulder. And I do want more tattoos. Favorite color? My favorite color is probably this color. I don't know if you can see. It's like a teal. This color, kind of in general, is like my favorite color. And I'm always, like my earrings, like this is like my favorite color. What is Arya's full name? Well, her name is Arya Marie, but last name I'm not going to share. Will you continue to do YouTubes even after Arya's older? I'm not sure. I'm going to be doing videos as long as people watch me, I guess now. I might still be even doing it if people don't watch me, because it's good videos, so I'm not going to be doing videos probably when she's like 15, but yeah, I don't know how. I'll do it however far YouTube takes me, I guess you could say. If you had a boy, what would you name him? Well, I was going to name Levi, but now if I did have a boy, I'd probably Emmett. How many kids would you like total? I already talked about that. What's your favorite breakfast, lunch, and dinner? My favorite breakfast probably be like French toast and bacon and scrambled eggs. My favorite lunch, probably, I know this is really unhealthy, but I love Tortino's pizzas. I like the triple cheese kind. And for dinner, Kung Pao chicken. I don't know if you guys ever had that, but I love Kung Pao chicken. Why don't you breastfeed? I'm going to make a video about this. I wanted to, but I was unable to for multiple reasons. Do you speak another language, Spanish or other? No, I don't. I did take Spanish in high school, and then I took a little bit of Latin as well, but I don't speak it like as a language. Do you attend middle school or high school in Charlotte? Or no, did you attend? No, I did most of my schooling in Ohio. If you ever had a son, would you circumcise him or not? This is a very touchy subject I've noticed in people, and I don't like talking about it, honestly, because I think that is personal to me and my child. If I had a son, I'm not going to share, like, with people if I circumcise him or not. It will only be in my family, because I don't think I should be sharing what I do with my son's penis on the internet, but, and that's just a personal topic for me. That's my personal choice and my values and beliefs. I just would not share that, because it's my decision. It's me and Ian's decision, so I would not be talking about that. So I can't answer that question. How did you tell your mom and parents you were pregnant? I made a video on that. How did you find out you were pregnant? I made a video on that as well. I would talk about it, but I just don't want this video to be way too long. I do have videos if you want to go through my videos and find that. How long do you think you will wait till you have another baby? 3 or 4 years. Do you have any tattoos? Yeah, I do. I have 2. I already talked about that. And what is their what is their importance? I got this one when I was 16. That was don't worry, my dad they said it was okay. It doesn't really have any importance. I just thought it was cute, but the Eternal Love is for me and Ian. It is matching, and I do want to get one of Arya's, and I'm not going to share that, but I'm going to get it soon, and I will show you. I guess I'll show you guys when I get it done, but I do want more. Not like a lot, but more. What are Arya's favorite toys, teething-wise? This is her favorite toy, and teething-wise, her giraffe. Oh, she's being a wiggle worm. She loves this giraffe, and it has teether thingies at the bottom. Also, the fresh fruit and vegetable teether thingy. She likes that too. What is one thing you have bought for Arya that you would recommend to other moms to get? The Bumbo. Except I didn't buy it, but I got it as a gift. But oh, I did buy one, but because she has like 3. But yeah, the Bumbo. I would recommend that. Is it hard not being with your boyfriend? It is right now, but even when I lived with Ian's grandma, he worked all the time, so I never really got to see him. But it is hard because I don't get to see him at night now, and not that much time on the weekends. But we're going to be living in together, but it is hard right now, but I'm dealing with it. We'll be together soon. What is the name of the mixer used for Ari's bottles and the brand of the pink jumper she was in? Sorry about Aria, she's being a wiggle worm. The mixer, I can't remember what it's called, but I know it's by Munchkin. And the pink jumper that she's always in, it is by Bright Stars. I think it's called a Bounce About. It's not a regular extra saucer because it has like the bouncy thing at the bottom, so it's called like a Bounce About, I think. What were you most nervous about before having Aria? The most nervous thing I was most nervous about is doing everything right. I was worried that I was not going to do anything right. What are you most nervous about now that you had her? I already talked about this. Probably raising her. Sorry about that, Aria is being a wiggle worm, so she's going to be playing with her toys. Probably about raising her. Sorry I'm like all over in this video. It's like hard to do it with a 5.5-month-old, and my like thoughts are so jumbled right now. So I'm sorry that if it's just all over the place and kind of rushed, but what is one thing you are looking forward to Aria doing? Walking, crawling, talking. I cannot wait for her to do all of that stuff. If you could go back and meet yourself before you got pregnant, what would you say to yourself? I think I mentioned this before. Do not get frustrated. Try to be as patient as you can. I'm not a very patient person. I'm decently patient, I guess you could say, but just be patient. I mean, I wish someone had told me that it's not worth getting, a lot of stuff is not worth getting frustrated over, but yeah. Are you trying to bite me? How many kids do you want? I already talked about this. Probably one more, maybe 2. What made you want to start making YouTube videos? I actually was pregnant, found out around like 6 or 7 weeks, and I looked it up on YouTube, and I came across Gabe and Jess's videos and how she did videos, so I was like, oh, that's a great idea to start documenting my pregnancy. So that's what made me get into YouTube videos, is Gabe and Jess. I see your family is in some of your videos. How do they feel about making YouTube videos / putting them in your video, or about putting them in your videos and talking about your personal life on YouTube? My family doesn't mind YouTube at all. My dad watches my videos actually. So yeah, my family doesn't mind the YouTube videos at all. They don't mind being in them. My family is pretty laid back. Like Ian's family, I don't think they like it. I don't think they like it at all. Who is your favorite YouTubers to watch right now and why? Of course, Vanessa's videos. I love her videos. Keely and Cadence. Gabe and Jess. Ah, don't pinch me. Allie. Hers is like the KV. Oh my god, I wish I could remember your username. I'm so sorry. I can leave all the links below. And Sarah and Baby, well, it's Shiloh and Sarah now, I think. And Tweedle T10, Tina, I like her videos, and Aaron and Baby. So yeah, that's just to name a few. Where did you learn to edit your videos? I used to use Windows Movie Maker, now I use Windows Live Movie Maker, and yeah, I taught myself pretty much. I just taught myself how to use it, and actually since I got my flip camera, I couldn't use the file type on Windows or Windows Movie Maker, so I switched to Windows Live, and I had to learn all over again how to use that. So you were just a wiggle worm, aren't you? Are you and Aaron getting married? Yes, hopefully. We plan to. He just has to pop the question. You mentioned in another video that you and Ian are getting an apartment. When are you? Probably we can move in between August 27th and September 27th, because the lady is holding it for 30 days. That's like their courtesy. So we can move any time between then, but either the 15th, that Friday, or the 7th. I don't know if that's on a Friday or not. I think it is. So either the 7th or the 15th, 14th, around then. What does Ian work for? He works for an audio installment. That's his full-time job. His part-time job is for a freight company. Does Arya's teething necklace work? I think it does. I mean, she does have her days where she's fussy, but for the most part, she never hardly gets fussy. Only a selective days, not all the time. I seen your videos a while back on the whole P.O. Box question you kept getting from fans, and I know recently about it on your Instagram, so I just want to know your thoughts on it as of right now. I've always wanted a P.O. Box since probably like around 20 weeks of my pregnancy. I talked about it, or somewhere around then. I don't know if it was in my 20 weeks, but I did talk about it in my pregnancy, and I never got one. And then I recently talked about it on my Instagram as well. So my thoughts on it right now is I might get it when I get my apartment, because that'll be my like official address and my official where I'm living. I mean, I'm not going to use my address. I'm going to use like the post office where I live. So yeah, probably when I get my apartment. How does Ian feel about you being on YouTube? I've already talked about this. He doesn't care about the personal, he doesn't like obviously want too much of our personal life out there. But, yeah. Do you plan on having more babies, and how long are you waiting? I already talked about that. How old are you? 19. What did you think of teen moms before you became pregnant as one? This is probably going to sound really judgmental, but, I thought teen moms were, like, very irresponsible. They don't know what they're doing. Of course, I thought that because I didn't experience it, but when I became pregnant, I don't judge teen moms anymore, because I know exactly what it's like to be one. And sometimes pregnancy can happen, you know, even when you're being really protected. I know that from firsthand, so I used to judge them that way, but as of now, I can understand and relate more. Why don't you breastfeed? I already talked about that. If you found out you were pregnant next week, what would you do? Abortion, adopting, or keeping it? I don't believe in abortion at all. Keeping it, yes, I would keep it. If I did find out I was pregnant, I would be very disappointed in myself. Well, I mean, if it was, obviously it would be not planned, because I'm not planning on having kids. I would just be very upset, scared, and sorry about Aria, she is just like being a wiggle worm. But yeah, I would be keeping the baby, and I would be strong. What do you think about cloth diapers or biodegradable diapers? I don't know much about cloth diapers. I wish I could cloth diaper. It's just like, I feel like it's just so expensive right now, especially getting our own apartment, and I would love to cloth diapers. I just like, I get scared of them because I feel like there's so much you need to know. So if someone could like make a video one-on-one about cloth diapers, I would love that. Send me the link. But I actually like cloth diapering, so I might consider it. I mean, it's never too late to cloth diaper, so I might consider it after I get my apartment and get caught up on my money and stuff like that, you know, get settled in. We'll see. How do you feel if you got pregnant again? After I talked about this, I would be scared, but I would do what I need to do, and I mean that as not abortion or adoption. I mean keeping it and being strong. What would you name your next girl? If I would have another girl, I don't even know. I haven't even thought about this name, but yeah, I don't know. Okay, I really need to hurry up on these on these questions. What you say if a teenage girl purposely tried to get pregnant? I would say, oh my gosh, what were you thinking? Because I know a lot of teenagers have the desire, girl teenagers in particular, have a lot of desire to get pregnant when they are young. They want a baby at a young age. I never had that. I never desired a baby at a young age or wanted a baby like when I was 15 or 14, 16. I never desired that. But it is really worth it to wait. It is so worth it to wait. Babies come with so much responsibility, and you lose so much freedom when you have a baby. I love Ari to death, but I can't go to the bathroom if I want to at that time if Ari is screaming. I might make another video on this because I have so much more to say on this topic, but I'm just going to leave it at that. Just please wait, and you don't even know what you're thinking if you're trying to get pregnant on purpose. When do you plan on going back to school? If you decide to, probably when Aria is around a year old. I've already talked about that in my future plan video. Do you ever worry about falling pregnant again? Yes. Just because you can get pregnant no matter what kind of birth control you're using. The only way you can't is if you're abstinence, of course. And, you know, what couple, I mean, I know there's a lot of couples out there that don't have sex, but most couples do. So, yeah, It's always in the back of my mind, and we always use protection.